Scores of Liberians, including survivors and veterans of the St. Peter's Lutheran Church massacre on Tuesday, gathered at the St. Peter's Lutheran Church in Sinkor to observe the 35th memorial service of veterans and survivors of the St. Peter's Lutheran Church, July 29 and 30, 1990 massacre. The event was held to raise funds for survivors and veterans to enhance their basic social needs. This year's service, which was held under the theme "We Survived to Change," brought together a cross-section of veterans and survivors alongside government officials. Speaking on behalf of the President, Joseph Boakai, during the program, Education Minister Dr. Jaso Jala said the day was not only for mourning, but to memorialize and honor the veterans and survivors.
Today we gather not only to mourn their passing, but also to honor their memories and legacies. We gather to acknowledge that what happened that night must never be forgotten and must never be repeated in our country's history. President Boakai recognizes that national healing cannot occur without confronting the truth of the past. The road to lasting peace must be paved with honest reflection, accountability, and a commitment to never return to the path of violence and hatred.
Also speaking, the Executive Director of Lutheran Massacre Survivors Association, LUMASA, Marcus Kwekwa, acknowledged the government's support towards this year's event.
Mr. President, your decision to send a representative underscores the significance you attach to our collective healing. It is historic and deeply symbolic that for the first time in 35 years, Liberia's presidency has officially recognized this memorial service. A moment long ignored and downplayed. It acknowledges our pains, validates our existence, and brings a unique historical weight to this 35th memorial service. It speaks volumes to the nation's new direction and to the moral consciences we are desperately in of.
For his part, the Executive Director for Economic and War Crimes Court, Chala Bapu, emphasized the need to ensure that justice is pursued.
As we are reconciling, I'd like to stress here that reconciliation is not achievable on the basis of let bygone be bygone. Doesn't work that way. Justice and accountability are critical. So the Office for the Establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court did not come about by itself. His Excellency the President did not make an election promise. He made a promise based on his conviction that we need to give this country justice. So I'm not surprised that the President apologized to the nation on behalf of many governments that should have done so.
This service, organized by veterans and survivors of the St. Peter's Lutheran Church, July 29 and 30, 1990 massacre, which led to the death of 600 Liberians, is key to the nation. I am Damawa Fofana reporting for LNTV News.